Hi, I'm Bryson and welcome to Wheels Down in Thailand. On today's trip, I took a little ride up to Sam Phan Nam Floating Market, which is about a 15-minute ride from my house. Nice, easy little trip through the streets of Hua Hin. The first part of the video, I've recorded some of that, so you'll be able to get an idea of what riding is like in Thailand, in Hua Hin at least. Now this is different from being in Bangkok, of course, and much less traffic in Hua Hin. I do apologize, some of the video quality is a little blurry, and that's due to just hitting the bumps on the bike and this camera not being capable of handling that. In future videos I'll try and work on getting a camera that's better suited for riding around with and getting the videos. Sam Phan Nam Floating Market is very interesting. It's not quite what I expected, but this was my first time headed up there. I had no idea what to expect off the bat, so you get to experience it with me for the first time as I do. I hope you enjoy the video and that you'll like and subscribe to my channel. So you made it to Sam Phan Nam Floating Market, and you'll see what's all about here. It's a nice entrance once you get past the big empty parking lot. little hard to see, but the propulsion of this boat is just a little generator with a pump attached to it. Got the hose hanging off the back that sucks up the water, and then he just has a handle with a jet and just uses it as a jet. So it's while noisy, it's quite a simple and innovative system for a boat that doesn't have to go very fast, and gets around this little lake quite nicely. Just go do a little walk around here. Seems to be mostly closed for sale, and there's a restaurant and just a pretty little lake with some fish that I do not want to go swimming with. As aggressive as they were with the bread, figuring they'd probably be perfectly happy to take on a finger or toe, or at least chew on them a little bit. So really walking through here, it's basically a lot of clothes and a couple little food places. Nice little walk though. Fun for a day trip. Well, thank you for coming along on today's trip, the ride to Sam Phan Nam through Hua Hin, and the trip on the boat around through the lake at Sam Phan Nam Market. It was a lot of fun and very interesting to be feeding the fish, which those turn out to be pacu, they're called, which are a larger relative of piranha. A little less aggressive, although I couldn't really tell that from how they were going after the bread off the stick. And then walking around the market itself was interesting. As a little special bonus on here, I had later gone to FN, which is the name of the store. It's not an acronym of anything, but FN, the outlet store, which they've got clothing, household goods, etc. And it's a very large building. They're expanding out into more of a travel section on one side. And in the middle of this, they have built this really fantastic garden to walk through. So I hope you enjoy the video of that, as well as a little added bonus on the end of this, and that you will like and subscribe and continue to follow along on my adventures and learning about Thailand and all the amazing countryside that's here. Today I stopped at the FN Apparel outlet store, which you can see right over here. It's a massive place. But there's this really beautiful little garden right here in the middle of the courtyard. There's a tea house down at the end called Tay, and this beautiful garden. There's a massive black bee right here with gorgeous wings. This very pretty little garden here, little tucked away alcoves. It's a very neat little place. Some misters in the stream bed here. Do a little walk along the center. Definitely one of the things I love about Thailand is just go to a random place, like in this case an outlet store, not even a mall, just an outlet store. There's a couple places they're working on putting in on this other side, which are still part of the FN store. It's the travel section, but it's just an FN outlet and this tea cafe, and this really beautiful little, you can see the name of the cafe there, which I haven't even gotten to yet. And there's this just beautiful little created grotto setup in the middle here. I think it's fantastic to have this kind of devotion to a beautiful beautiful area in the middle here. And a little fun with more water feature here coming off of the walkway across the middle. It is a little low. Now, I can clear this without ducking, but I've only got about an inch of space. And then there's this really beautiful, just plant wall, waterfall setup. It's fun to see. And then looking back through the walkway, and there's all the misters on the trees around here. Walk back along the side. Little pathway. Fog machines and misters along the path. Little stone bridge. Now, you know, I love fish, so I'd love to see some koi in this large pond. However, it's still really neat. Just a neat little area here. Neat little garden spot. Some really interesting plants that I haven't seen before. Like this one is very, very cool. And of course the typical ferns and moss. Big trees. Well,